Lord Joy. My apologies. The other day I really thought it was Sunday, and it wasn't Sunday. It was Saturday, so that was yesterday. Today's Sunday, the 22nd. So, my mistake. But anyway, I can read more of the Bible. And the pastor at the church gave me another Bible, an ESV version. Oh my gosh, since using the other Bible, I'm having a hard time figuring out what the front is. But, yeah, the microphone's over here, sorry. Okay. So I'm going to read some more. We read Genesis 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So this is Genesis 4, chapter 4. Now Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain, saying, I have gotten a man with the help of the Lord. And again she bore his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, and Cain was a worker of the ground. In the course of time Cain brought to the Lord an offering of the fruit of the ground, and Abel also brought of the firstborn of his flock, and their fat portions. And the Lord had regard for Abel and his offering, but for Cain and his offering he had no regard. So Cain was very angry, and his face fell. The Lord said to Cain, Why are you angry, and why has your face fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, sin is crouching at the door, and its desire is contrary to you, but you must rule over it. So Cain spoke to Abel, his brother, and when they were in the field, Cain rose up against his brother Abel and killed him. And the Lord said to Cain, Where is Abel your brother? He said, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? And the Lord said, What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood is crying to me from the ground, and you know you are cursed from the ground, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it shall no longer yield to you its strength. You shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth. Cain said to the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, you have driven me today away from the ground, and from your face I shall be hidden. I shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me. And the Lord said to him, Not so. If anyone kills Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord put a mark on Cain, lest any who find him should attack him. Then Cain went away from the presence of the Lord and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch. When he built a city, he called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. To Enoch was born Irad, and Irad fathered Mehujael, I think. And Mehujael fathered Methuhael, and Methuhael fathered Lamech, and Lamech took 2 wives. The name of one was Adah, and the name of the other Zillah. Adah bore Jabal his father, and of those 2 who dwell in tents and have livestock. His brother's name was Jubal, and his father Jubal. He was the father of all those who play the lyre and pipe. Zillah also bore Tubal-Cain. He was the forger of all instruments of bronze and iron. The sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah. Lamech said to his 2 wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice. You wives of Lamech, listen to what I say. I have killed a man for wounding me, a young man for striking me. If Cain's revenge is sevenfold, let Lamech's Then Lamech's is 77-fold. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son called his name Seth. For she said, God has appointed for me another offspring instead of Abel, for Cain killed him. To Seth also a son was born, and he called his name Enoch. After that time, people began to call upon the name of the Lord. So I think it's interesting that what was it? Let me see. Like the 7-fold and the 77-fold, I think that means to the power of, like 77 to the power of 77 or something like that. I don't know. It's some sort of folding thing. But there's that. And then Lamech had 2 wives. I always go back to where the woman who is at the offering place in the Bible is like in the New Testament, where Jesus is watching people give offerings to the temple, and this woman gave 2 coins. I think 2 means something. So he took 2 wives and he said, revenge me 77-fold, And then there was 2 offerings. There was 2 people in the beginning of the world, and that 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. There's just like numbers everywhere, I just think it's interesting. But what do you notice about this? I'm curious. I'm very curious. Anyway, you have a good rest of your day, and my apologies for telling you the wrong day. Anyway, take care.